Video review of the Air Warriors Ultra-Tek Champion Blaster. This is a spring-powered blaster that accepts magazines that's compatible with Nerf mags, very similar to the Retaliator. Let's get into the review. Included is the blaster itself, the magazine, the holster, and a few darts. Now going over the external features, this is a pretty simple blaster. The nozzle does not have an in-strike attachment point because this isn't a Nerf blaster, it's an Air Warriors blaster, so nothing really to point out. Up top, no tactical rails or anything like that, pretty basic shell. This blue thing is the priming handle. The prime you just pull back like this, then you push forward and you're ready to fire once. Prime weight is reasonable, prime smoothness is great. It feels very similar to a Retaliator, except the orientation of the handle is a little different. Down here is the magazine port. To get the magazine out, you have to prime the blaster, just like a Retaliator or most Nerf blasters. Then you strike the magazine release here. This is in the center of the blaster, so a righty and a lefty can use it equally. Full ambi, bro. Tactical. It's got to be ambi in case you're a lefty or you want to shoot around a corner or whatever. So you strike that and then you can release the magazine. The included magazine holds 8 darts. This is 8 Air Warriors darts or 8 Nerf Elite darts. As I've mentioned in the other Air Warriors reviews, these blasters do accept Nerf magazines. So this is a 12-round mag. Slides right in there just fine. Similar to some of the other Air Warriors blasters, I don't think this magazine well is as well refined as something like a Retaliator or most Nerf blasters that accept magazines. It just seems a little bit subpar compared to the Nerf par. But given the price point, definitely acceptable. Moving back, the trigger breaks just like what you should expect from any spring blaster right now. The handle is a little bit small, but I wouldn't say it's uncomfortable by any means. I complain about this stuff all the time, but smooth, filleted, ergonomic, I do like that. No complaints, which is nice. That's actually all of the external features. Again, this is a pretty basic blaster. To fire it, you just load up the magazine, just like a Retaliator, put it on in there, and fire away, just like a Retaliator. Nerf darts out of a Nerf mag. Works just fine. Tactical draw. So firing this blaster is definitely fun if you like Retaliators, because it's like very similar to a Retaliator. I'm going to keep repeating that because it's super similar to a Retaliator. No mechanical malfunctions while firing or anything. Rate of fire is as fast as you can do this, which is, you know, variable to user. Threw it on the chrono and it shoots its stock darts at about 75 feet per second average, and it shoots Nerf Elite darts at about 77 feet per second average, which is a little bit above the Elite norm of 70 feet per second, comparing it again to a Retaliator. That's not as dramatic as some of the other Air Warriors blaster performance gains. Some of those are 80, 85 feet per second, which is definitely substantial. This one is a little bit less obvious. So if you don't have a chrono, you might notice, okay, it's shooting a little bit harder than my other Nerf blasters, but it's not like substantial and easy to see with the naked eye. But of course, ounces make kilos, brah. So just a few feet per second here and there, and you start outperforming everyone around you. So, you know, 5 feet per second can matter. Not really, but maybe. So getting to my overall opinion on the Air Warriors Champion, overall, I'm definitely happy with this blaster. I personally don't really like the Retaliator because there are so many better alternatives in the Nerf line, but for this price point, this is a strong competitor against a Retaliator, mostly because it already accepts the Nerf magazines. I've said this before, if the Air Warriors blasters had proprietary magazines, I wouldn't recommend them as highly because most people already have a bunch of Nerf gear and it's kind of annoying to buy new proprietary crap to fit new lines of stuff. But you can buy this blaster and use your Nerf darts in their magazines or your Nerf magazines in this blaster, and this is cheaper than a Retaliator, so that's great. So if you want a small top-loading blaster like this, I would definitely recommend looking into the Champion if it's your style. So hopefully that's everything you need to know whether or not you'd like to purchase the blaster. If you're interested in buying a Champion, I'll put a buy link in the description box below. That's the review. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay tactical.